something. How about now? Bingo, it's Bryce. What's up? How we doing, everybody? Shit, I forgot to do the fucking thing again where I link the damn chat. Second week in a row. Forgot to do that. Should do it ahead of time. Good practice. Didn't do it this time. Big yikes. Uh, hello. I had a sandwich today, so we're fully fueled. We are full. We are energized. We're a little gassy, but we have lemonade to compensate for that. Who we got in here right now? Let me switch it over to live chat because I tend to forget to do that. Um, we got Scroll Lance. We got Insane Film Productions. We got Mike Francesco Poblete. I'm gonna say Poblete, not Poblete, maybe. Chicken Nugget. Joyce McGullen. Someone whose name is made of symbols. Pepsi Club. Cool Maker. Pepsi Club. Chicken Nugget. Kiss with Chaos. Pepsi Club. Kiss with Chaos. Francis Wells, let's talk politics. Let's fucking not. Uh, Venomator, what's cooking? Fudge Round. Uh, and Monkey, what's going on? Everybody, if you haven't been here before, my name is Bryce Cohen. I'm 1/3 of Rotted. We make 3D animated content. Uh, oh, I do the animating part, and today we are going to make a little bit of art. If you didn't know, we're working on a pilot for a little show we have called Less is More. It's it's a labor of love that we have a Patreon for. So please feel free to support us there, where you can get digital downloads of the actual things that we are making. Right, like today. Yeah, they're 4K. You get to download them. It's a good time. People have been printing out and put them on their what's it called? On their refrigerators, which is hilarious. I also from 2 weeks ago, I got this bad boy printed out. Let me show you. I got this fucking. Look at that, huh? Very nice, very nice. And if you're looking for, oh, where's that picture in the house? Well, let me tell you. Um, you ever seen the front door of the house before? Bingo. Last week we made this picture, which is a good time, and I need something for this wall, kind of. I was gonna put a lamp there, but I'm not sure. Why is it so big? Cause fuck you. That's why. Um, I'm thinking I want like either a picture of Terry and Bill, or a Terry Bill Gertie, or like maybe an old picture of Gertie. I don't know. Um, we have some submissions in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, get in the Discord, because that's where I tend to look for inspiration. For example, the picture of all of them was very much last week. A community effort to generate what that image was between the background and the actual blocking of the image. Sorry if you can't hear me when I turn my head. I'm still getting used to that. I'm also, I still haven't figured out how to. Oh, the unfortunate thing to roll over. I still haven't figured out exactly how to handle playing music on YouTube because I'm too fucking lazy to find an actual playlist. So what I've done today is I have a oh shit, I have a headphone in, and hurry up and listen up because what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna link a Spotify playlist that I'm gonna listen to, and feel free to listen along, and we can all kind of hang out together. Now there's gonna be a delay, but it shouldn't matter if you do it when I do it. This is the playlist. I was working on putting together a video game a while back, and it just kind of never came to fruition. But this was the playlist for said video game that I was trying to put together. Um, I'm gonna hit play on the playlist, not shuffled, in five. Oh yeah, you should do the same if you're gonna listen along. Five, four, three, two, one. All right, we're sewing it. So this is your first time here. This little thing called Chat Makes Art. We make a 3D picture in under an hour. My parents are in town, so we're gonna try our best to play the game. Or sorry, what the fuck? we're gonna try our best to actually put a picture together of preferably what's it called? Of Gertie, sorry, not Gertie, Bill and Terry. I'm trying my best to get words out. I'm getting hyped the fuck up in my ear right now. Uh now yeah, I'm gonna check out the Discord and try to figure out fucking what we're gonna do. Let me scroll through right now. If you're not in the Discord, get in the Discord. Sorry, it's playing way too fucking loud in my ear. I just have Grimes just blasting in my ear. Okay, so for pictures, I'm seeing we have this, which I'm not gonna do that one because I would want Gertie to be able to squeeze one of their cheeks, and like it's gonna be way too much effort to get that pose out of them. So we're not gonna do that one. This is funny. What the fuck? Not bad. I don't. This one's kind of great, but like I feel like it's too similar to fucking what we did with Sasha and Isaac. Like we would need to do something a little bit different with it, you know? It's just a little too like cuz look, let me pull it up. Sorry, I'm like reading while I'm fucking doing this. Um like, you know what I mean? Like we already have like the staged picture. Like I feel like it needs to be more candid, you know what I mean? And what we have right now isn't necessarily candid. What's up, Cole? I am not gonna do that. There's way too much effort right now. And we're looking for art to hang on the wall, and that would, my friend, just be simply too sad. Nah, it's different because of the sexual tension. Nice. Um, first things first, let's pull up a picture that can hang on the wall, right? I'm thinking maybe just a vertical picture. Uh, it's just something easy and simple, maybe. Maybe we stagger two pictures here. How do you guys decorate a living room? I don't know. That kind of sucks. What to do? I did put a lamp there. The other day. I don't know what happened to my lamp, but maybe I should put that lamp there before we start doing stuff, right? Um, Terry running away from Isaac, holding a Remington rifle with Granny smiling in the background. Sasha recording. I don't know if I can use guns because I feel like YouTube's gonna take the stream down if I touch a gun. Terry in a sandwich. Maybe Terry working at a deli. Fuck, I wish I had like a young Terry model that I could make him working at a deli. With like one of those little fucking hats. Is that too much lore? I wish deleting a goddamn picture off the wall didn't freeze up my entire system. Isn't that the best? The last stream was literally a cartoon vagina. Yeah, a cartoon vagina. The problem with the gun is that the gun looks like a gun. It's like not going to be a cartoon gun. All right. Fun fact, Cole's uncle Terry actually owned a deli in Jersey. There's the lamp we're looking for. All right. My channel will grow a lot more if I did celebrities. I ain't doing celebrities out here, dog. I'm trying to make these characters celebrities. Brother. Sasha, OnlyFans dropping when? What the Sigma? What's up, LSQs? LSQs HD. Let me see. Scale down a little bit. And nanite. All my homies hate nanite. Yeah, I did steal their lamp. Bingo. All right. Um, maybe it's Terry moving into his shed. Maybe it's Terry and Bill in the hot tub. A picture of Terry and Bill in the hot tub is good. Um, Cole, I am reading what you're typing. Top 5 furries. What the fuck is my phone blowing up? I just got asked to do work for the military. Jesus fuck. That's crazy. Also an insane thing for me to say on stream. Is what it is. Terry and Bell spooning in bed. What to do? I don't. The thing is, I don't have like a ton of assets in here. Let me see if there's anything on Fab I can pull. I need to get started. Terry running around after Bill when he's naked and trying to run away would be so candid. Bill. Gertrude. What happens if I just search gun? Um. Price. Free guns. There's a lot of free guns. Paintball gun. We do have a paintball gun. Maybe Isaac shooting Terry with a paintball gun. But who would take the picture in that moment, right? Oh, I got it. I'm gonna do Bill and Terry on the edge of the pool with Isaac in the background with a paintball gun. Yeah, paintball gun it is. And wonderful. So we'll need Terry, Isaac, and Bill. We'll need their faces. Sorry, I have this screen up where I'm doing this shit right now. Can you guys see it? Yeah. Face. Which one is it? Face? Set human identity template, face control board rig. Maybe it's this one? That's the one. Alright. Bill. I swear if there's no slime in this painting, I will riot. What kind of slime you talking about, homie? Picture this: Isaac pretending to be a dead body in the pool while Terry chases after Bill, who lost his shorts, and Bill is running away while Sasha records for subscribers. Isaac pretending to be a dead body in the pool while Terry chases after Bill, lost his shorts. That's a lot. There's a lot going on there. I'm just trying to make these two guys sit in front of the garage with a couple beers, and Isaac's in the background with an airsoft gun. The question is, what chair? I need something with. There we go. The plastic chair. Man slime or woman slime or non-binary slime. Okay. Let me see. And let me turn this. Wow, having the music directly in my ear is way more distracting than I thought it was gonna be. In like an unfortunate and unsettling way. A side note, you should frame the render from the original Less is More poster somewhere. Oh, true. That's a good call. I didn't even think of that. That's a very good call. I hope my Unreal didn't just fucking freeze. Let's see. Yeah, bang, done. Wonderful. We love that. I should frame that somewhere. That's a very good call. Godzilla. If you guys, once again, aren't aware, I'm listening to music right now that you guys could be listening along to, because I still don't know how to not get demonetized on YouTube. This is the playlist, by the way. I'm currently on song 3. No, 4. 4. Okay. Song 5. Song 5 just started. Why you no listen to my suggestion? Bill in the pool with Gertie. Isaac shot Terry in the back. Because I don't have like. Oh, that wasn't yours. That was someone else's. What was it? Isaac and Terry with flamethrower. Because I didn't want to like have flamethrower spoilers in the house, you know? I feel like it's just like a toy he has just like hidden around. I kind of want to. While we were talking about it, I had the idea of just like, you know, it's kind of like I'm imagining this is like a move-in day type picture type vibe. I'm trying to show like family memories on the walls that aren't just like chaos, if that makes sense. I mean the most recent one, literally just Terry getting shot in the balls, because like it's like not something like it's a funny thing to look at, but it's not something that someone would like take a picture of, you know? I want them like pose for a picture and then something happens. Rip call. Yeah, sorry, man. It's like the last one. It's like they're posing for a family picture on like a vacation. You know what I mean? This one is like a school photo or whatever. Like the theme I'm trying to go for here are ones where it's like believable that someone actually staged them for a picture. Um, Isaac Norbert Sally. Uh, share. Isaac being in there isn't posing. It's like he broke into it. Um, Let me see. Wonderful. Uh, Nanite. Hey, Terry. Terry on the left side or Terry on the right side? Don't make art, make fart. Let me see. Wonderful. The next election takes place in the ring. Honestly, there was someone in here earlier that like their name was like "Let's Talk Politics," which was like a big uh-oh. Okay, let me seat them down. Dude, Terry's just so fucking wide. Like, look at how his ass fits in this chair. Simply does not. This chair needs to come down a little bit too. Found you on Facebook Reels. This shit's on Facebook Reels? What? I didn't even know that. I had no idea this stuff was cross posting to to Facebook. That's crazy. Well, thanks for jumping in. Maybe elbow out a little bit, up a tad, hand up. over, over. They'll be like clinking beers together, right? How unreal is this engine? Am I right? Honestly, dude, I was playing with Unreal Engine 5.5 earlier for work today. Megalites is fucking nuts. For those that aren't big into Unreal Engine, let me tell you, the things that matter most in rendering for a game in terms of like how laggy it is, we'll say like locally, is how sorry, I have this fucking music's blasting my ear. Is like how many polygons, meaning like how complex are the meshes? Like this chair is a mesh with a bunch of polygons. How many polygons? How complex are the meshes in your scene? As well as like how many lights and like how complicated is the lighting in your scene, right? Like, do you have one light that is like reacting in real time to different things in the scene, or do you have 1,000 lights that are reacting to things in the scene in real time, or do you have one light that's not even reacting in the scene, it's just baked lighting? Anyways, those are the two things that matter the most in terms of performance for a game engine that's like not running online, just like locally, right? And in Unreal 5, they were like, "Hey, we're gonna make it so that the thing, the polygons, the meshes, yeah, that's not a problem anymore." And now in Unreal 5.5, they're like, "Hey, remember that other thing that was a problem, like the lights? Also not a problem." And boy, oh boy, I was playing with it today, and fucking crazy. I had like 100 lights, just like all. I was just like throwing lights in, just like for the hell of it, and it was insane the amount of stuff that I could just do that like the engine didn't give a shit about. Like I was just throwing more stuff in just because I could, and it didn't even care. What are we saying? Bill's ass is too fat for this chair. No, dude, Terry's ass is too fat for this chair. Look at that shit, crazy. Honestly, it's nuts. All right, and then we'll have this hand in. Hey man, just want to say I love your videos. No irony or anything. Thanks for making. Thanks for watching them. We're sorry there have been so few lately. We're working on a pilot at the moment. So we're going to have the same amount of content in a given month, just posted less frequently. So hopefully we can draw longer stories for everybody. Um, and we're nearly done with this one. It should release early December. I do have a date in mind, but I'm just like, I don't want to make any promises because there's still a long way to go once it gets out of the engine. We got to do sound design, we got to do music, which we did a lot of music this week. We hired this team out of New York to record the theme song and stuff, which was fucking crazy. We have a bunch of like behind the scenes footage of it. And it was like crazy to see that. Like, whoa, it's real. It's not just someone just sitting in a fucking, you know, in a fucking uh, office just doing literally what you're seeing right now for 20 hours a week. It's a real thing. This bread is so soft. How does it feel being a showrunner? Let me tell you, I'm the farthest thing from a showrunner. I am quite literally just a fucking workhorse. I just sit here all day, drink one, two, three different beverages, and don't see the sun. That's how this feels. But it'll all be worth it, right? It'll all be worth it. Mushroom. All right, next up, I gotta put some beers in their hands, and they gotta clink those bad boys. I hope I see it on TV, even if they make you tone it down. Um, This show will only exist on YouTube if we're asked to tone it down. Let me tell you, this show does not work toned down. The whole point is that it is as absurd as possible. They're drinking Budweisers. They're Bud Light guys. Don't freeze. Come on. I'm in a flow. What's the vibe of the theme song, Venomander? I'm not leaking shit to you, brother. No way. Am I excited about getting to be so creative? It's fun. Sometimes. Other times it's just like a lot of fucking work. It's a lot of work right now. I am grinding at the moment. Mostly because it's like it's like Thanksgiving ish time. It's holiday season, so like it's a lot harder to get shit done because the sun goes down sooner. You know, it's like you finish work, the sun's down, you're like, oh, it's fucking 10 o'clock at night. I'm done for the day, and you're just getting started. Let me tell you, like right now, it is pitch black outside, and I am just getting started. You should be drinking 40s, maybe Terry. Okay, that's gone. Bud Light. Okay. Okay, we got some beers attached to build, torso, and right. Attached to Terry, torso, and left. Transforms 0, 0, 0. Rotation 0. Location 0, 0, 0. I wasn't prepared for the amount of energy it takes to study animation. Yeah, the key is you just don't study it. I at no point ever planned to be referred to as an animator. Um, I honestly I started in working in the games industry as like a producer on some project that I was like asked to like manage like 30-year experience game devs that were like 50 years old that were all working on like Call of Duty and stuff before, and like I just had no fucking idea what they were doing on a day to day, so like I couldn't accurately, like if they were like, oh Bryce, it's gonna take me 3 weeks, like I had no idea. um so I started learning the engine to be a more effective producer, and then that turned me into like the cinematics guy on the team because we didn't have a cinematics guy. um so I just started doing the cinematics, and then the game was tied to some very big directors, like intellectual property. So I started doing previs for that movie since I was a cinematics guy for the game, and you can do previs in the video game. And I was more focused on cameras and stuff, and one thing led to another, and now I'm doing this. So you know, studying is doing the work at the end of the day. Um, you can either study in a textbook or study by embarrassing yourself. And I didn't choose to study by embarrassing myself, but it chose me. Okay, there we go. What's up, Robert? The key to learning is winging it. Like, actually, though, like that is genuinely incredibly true. Like, I was talking to Cooper the other day about like some of the stuff I was doing because like I was just like flying through stuff in the moment. And he was like, "That's crazy that you just did that so fast." I was like, dude, the reason why I can do that so fast is because one time it took me like 8 hours to learn how to do, and it was because I was like, "Oh, I wonder if I can do this thing," and then I literally just was winging it for 8 fucking hours, and I learned how to do it, and now I can do it in like 10 minutes if need be. But you can only do something in 10 minutes after you've done it trying after you've tried to do it for 8 hours. You know what I'm trying to say? Learn by doing is my point. Okay, rotate. Fool before a master. That's a 101. True. I fucking hate animating hands. That's how I got hired to edit videos. Yeah, dude, exactly. Like, that's just exactly what happens. Is someone's like, I'm too busy to know how to do this thing, or to learn how to do this thing. Can you do this thing for me? And then you're just like, well, I'm either you know how to do the thing or you're not too busy. So then you just do the thing, and that's it. That is it. I showed my parents about my art being in Isaac's paper, and they freaked out about saying I'm famous. That's awesome. I thought you were gonna say they freaked out saying like, take it down, don't fucking no. You know, that's great though. I'm glad that they're hyped for you. I showed my parents the trailer for Less is More today, and like my mom was like, I just got chills, which is hilarious if you know the content that we're doing here. It's not the most you know thing for a parent to be proud of, but boy oh boy, were they stoked. So we'll take it. When's the trailer dropping? Should be Monday. Monday's the plan, but you know, if things don't go right, then it could change to Tuesday. But I would like to get it out on Monday. Absolute chills. Mm. The trailer for Less. You have not seen the trailer for Less is More yet? Come on, you have not seen that. It ain't public yet, brother. Not like you got some inside information. Will there be a story arc where you explain how one brother has two kids despite being a virgin aside from the college butt stuff? I don't know what you're talking about. College butt stuff. One time. And who said Bill was a virgin? Shit. Oh, the public announcement. Yeah, the public announcement was something. That was, that just kind of happened. That just kind of came together. Cole was like on stream recording audio, and then we had like a round of notes like on stream, and then that was it. And then I just animated it and like on stream also for like an hour and a half, maybe. And that was literally the whole thing, which is crazy. Um, yeah, that was nuts. Okay, let's do this. Let's start a fight. Let's start a fight. We light delinquent. We determined it was 5x7 last time, right? For the film back, which would be what? 35 millimeter, 35 millimeter, and then 21 millimeter, or 25 millimeter, and then this could be like a, I don't know. 100% showing my parents the trailer when it's out, saying I fully support the artist, even though he mentions butt stuff a lot. I distinctly remember the dig your dad up combo. Yeah. I want to move him up the driveway a bit. Dang it. Not bad, Bryce. All right. Good for me, huh? I'll grab the camera again. Got this to like a 35. You should have a cooler in between. Fucking genius, Robert. Hell yeah, dude. Let me grab a cooler. Garage door open. Perfect Halloween episode. Grandpa comes back. Yeah. Garage door. This is the one I'm looking for. Bingo. Wonderful. Okay. Copy. Paste. Copy. Paste. Healing game. Oh, hi, Gertie. What are you doing here? Hide that. Hide that. Hide that. Hello, Isaac. The fuck are you doing here? Turn off nanite for this. The Grandpa's return would be a good character development for Isaac when he realizes Grandpa's way worse of a person. That's not bad. I need to find a cooler. Is there anything free? Wonderful. The boys. Bryce, will you take Cole on a bro date and watch Minecraft? Watch some Minecraft movie? That would be actually kind of really funny. You. More of like an orange to it. It's fun. It feels just so like 70s. Wonderful. Okay. Full rig. Control rig. Copy and paste that one. Let me save everything quickly before this fucking crashes again. It'd be so funny if you could land yourselves on the red carpet for Minecraft. Imagine. How long does the average video take? Fucking just animating is like 5 hours ish or so, depending on the complexity of it. Usually if it's really simple, that's one thing, but they tend to always be complicated. Joy. Terry needs to have some joy in his face. Wonderful. I kind of want to compress the image a bit. It's like there's something about it that feels not right. Maybe if I actually just widen it and make it tighter. Pause. This doesn't feel right. Don't clip that. Maybe that's it. It has to be from like a higher angle. Do you storyboard the videos first? Um, I storyboard. It depends on the video. Like for the pilot, it's like there's a script, um, and then we do the voices, and then I start a loose storyboard in Engine, and then we cut the voices based off of that loose storyboard, and then I refine the loose storyboard based off of the audio, and then I animate everything, and then once everything's animated, I refine all the animations and all of the characters and the lighting, and then once that's all done, I'm gonna go in and figure out like, you know, I need insert shots here, blah blah blah, and then all the post production, yada yada. But yeah, there's like a multi-stage process to this. It's like kind of embarrassing how much work goes into all this shit. It's fucking crazy. I hate Terry's smile in this. Actually, I kind of love it. I take it back. I'm sorry, Terry. I love your smile. Mm, I'm burping over here. Time of day? Angle? This might be a silly question. Do you have a lore Bible? We do. Where I want the goddamn sun to be. That's not bad. Just direct sunlight. Sometimes direct sunlight's the best sunlight, unfortunately. But I like how it's what it's doing to the garage. The flag could be better, but it is what it is. This is where I get really up close and personal with everybody here. All right, let's move Bill's eyes around. Good enough. Carry time. Patient. FDA is gonna have a field day if they inspect this production facility. You stop that right now. We're doing nothing wrong here. Why did Bill's eyes fucking move? Okay. Bill's done. Now it's time for Isaac. And now comes the wrench in the whole thing. Okay, paintball gun. Where did it go? What? I got one. Paintball gun. Thought I already added this, didn't I? Put it here. Attach that Isaac. Torso. And R. Okay, we need the hand up. This is gonna be hard to do. I'm not excited for this part. This elbow's gonna go way back. Okie dokie. Wonderful. You always gotta love when it handles more bones than you expect it to. Is that a fucking gun? It's a paintball gun. Wonderful. Isaac seems like the kid who would consider Truth Social too left wing. Fair. How did the main cast come about? Most of the vids before this were all random brainwashers, then suddenly got a mountain of well-written sitcom skits. The main cast came about because Cole Cooper and I were like, wow, we want to do a consistent IP building show. To which Less is More came about. And then yeah, I just spent a lot of time just working on the character models. Um, and then I recycled Terry from a different Less is More video, or from a different video, and used him for Less is More to make the uncle because we needed an uncle anyways. And yeah, that's it. Later, Robert. Problem is the gun, paintball gun, isn't really reading from afar. Now is it? Which tells me Isaac needs to be closer. It's reading slightly better. Are there any scrapped ideas for family members before you settle on the ones we have? I don't totally remember, to be honest. I don't think there were. I think like it kind of spun together pretty quickly. It was more of a question of adding characters than it was deleting characters. There was one character that was called the non-binary robot powered by Chat CTE, which it was like just like their pet, who Bill would get along with quite a bit to replace his wife. But like, I just like, I know how I would make it, or visualize it. I just like never got around to it because it's just so busy just working on shit as is. But yeah, that's still in the bank. We just never made it. You know. Let me do that for now. Here we go. I'm concerned about how poorly this shit's gonna read from afar. What if instead of right between them, we had him on the staircase? No, because then it's in his wrong hand. That's fine. What am I missing? What am I missing? As I was saying, trying to say, Isaac should have a rival that represents the cultural antithesis with transgender shooters phenomenon that MSM has covered up. I hate how the tight grip of surrogates permanently pops in my head. I'm glad to see that you guys started to commit to writing your own scripts. They were just as if. Oh, sorry. I'm glad that when you guys started to commit to writing your own scripts, they were just as, if not even more funny than the viral audio. It's what kept me around. Thanks, Zach. Yeah, we put a lot of care, at least definitely initially, into like making sure that we were creating scripts that were up to par and like following a similar formula to those of the scripts that were successful when it was, just like me grabbing shit online. Um, yeah, there was for as many scripts as there are that you've seen, there's just as many that you never saw, and it's just because we were so like diligent in choosing which scripts go to production, which ones don't, and why. Um, it is a process. It was a huge process. Every week we were turning around like the goal was to have two scripts from Cooper and two scripts from Cole every week, and then we just take two of them and animate them, and then the other two go back in the pipeline to like figure out why it's not hitting yet. But yeah, it's a fucking process, man. Let me tell you. Now we're just kind of ripping with just these things, so it's like we're not talking as much about like, oh, what should we do next, and it's more about just okay, let's do the fucking thing, which is I think great because it just has us spend more time just doing the thing. Um, the Skibosi video was peak audio collab. Thank you. Mm. When that happened, I was literally doing a project for the Skibbity Toilet team, which is why I had the model. Still haven't been paid. Um, the iRobot and Less is More is equivalent to Judy Winslow. Skibussy or the classroom show and tell with the box. I feel like importing the Skibbity Toilet model and doesn't really have to be curious. It wasn't imported. That was a CG Trader asset that for a project I had to get rigged by like some like really legit dude that like works for what's it called? What's the studio that does um there's an HBO show about it. Um, whatever studio, game studio makes that game that HBO show is based on. He worked there, and like in his free time, I was like, "Hey man, can you rig this for me?" And he did, and then gave me the asset. And yeah, that was originally designed for the project I got put on to make the model and make the world and have it set up. And I tacked Cole onto the project to puppet it. And the original goal was that for their social media channels, we were gonna have Cole live puppet Skibbity Toilet, which is so stupid. But yeah, that's why that Skibbity Toilet model exists, which is crazy. Um, what's up, gangsters? Your favorite boy, spicy sauce. What's up, King? I haven't delved into the Skippy toilet verse in a couple of months, and I have to say it really took off. While that I got my daughter a officially licensed Skippy toilet plush from Walmart. Let me tell you, I know the dude that designed that plush and got that to Walmart. It's crazy how much of a business it is. Um, it is off-putting seeing Terry so wholesome normally. He should have his cock out. It is more in character. You shut your mouth. The Skydance? No, not Skydance. What's the game studio that there's that fucking video game that's like about zombies? Doesn't matter. It was just a part of the Skippy story, you know? Alright, let's get into lighting this bitch, huh? Actually, we need to get Isaac a facial expression. Indignation. Let's do that. Wonderful. Convert to spawnable. Convert to spawnable. Convert to spawnable. Convert to spawnable. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Convert to spawnable. Convert to possessable. Convert to spawnable. Fucked up. I'm sorry. All right, we should be good now. Could you use the Skabussy as a decor piece in the house? I could. Yeah, The Last of Us. That's the one. Uncle Terry visits Spencer's and returns with the world's largest packer in his pants. Jesus. Okay, let's get some lights, right? I mean, we're pretty set lighting wise for the most part. Bow wow, wow wow, bow wow, bow. Doing it now. We will add an edge light to Bill and Terry, of course. It's really darker than I thought it was. Why is Terry's eyes fucking black? Why are both their eyes just fuck? That should be ice in the cooler. Shut your mouth. Um, has anyone ever recommended a small plush Fwank toy or poster in the house yet? Mm. I did hear a Fwank poster in the house. I don't know where I'd put it though yet. Like who would love Fwank in the house? You know? You tell me. Bill's eyes are once again just not in the right spot. I feel like I've done this 30 times. Mm-hmm. There we go. No, what the fuck? It's Bill, right? Yeah. Sorcery in the very nice night. Oh, no. Where did I just put the goddamn spotlight? What? There it is. $50, $20, $30. Alright, we're dialed in now somewhat. Ready. There we go again. Okay, this is the boring part. I don't think Bill would be drinking probably a red wine, because of his cholesterol. He makes exceptions. Outer cone angle. Bill has the potential to be the new Cherry. Jesus, you got me spitting out here. Maybe I'll just add a couple more beers into that. Convert to spawnable. Oh, let's just pop a high res screenshot. It's 6:30 at this point. Don't wanna die over these, right? Um, two. Uh-oh. I left these chairs behind. There we go. What happened to the garage door? Where the fuck did the garage door go? I keep doing this thing. I keep doing these spawnable things unspawnable, and I end up moving locations of shit and ruining my progress. Anyways, Lightroom. Don't forget to save your work. Yep. 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 Good call. I know. I know. Don't worry about this. This is nothing. This is nothing. This is nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So don't worry about it. I need to go back in and just render the picture out. This looks bad. Okay. How do I render this? Forgetting. Price render. Uncle Terry makes a mold of his member and has to explain to Bill that he just wanted to know what it feels like. Brother, come on. Do a second one and just remove Terry and have Bill reacting to Terry on the ground. That's good. Now look at how much better that looks. Why does it look that much better? Who fucking cares, you know? Sometimes things don't matter, I guess. Terry mold. You guys need to calm down. Terry mold his merch is criminal. Yeah, this it's like insanely better rendered. I used to do chat makes art and I would just screenshot it. Just so stupid. Is what it is. Yeah, it looks like insanely better. Whatever. Military treats socks as disposable. God damn it. What is wrong with y'all? This is pretty sick to me. It looks good. We're just brainstorming. What are you guys brainstorming over there? Okay, now let's find a place to put this in the house. Maybe put like a side table here and we put the picture on it. That might kill two birds, one stone. And where the fuck is the key? Does the lamp keep going? Oh my god. Side table. Table. Backyard table. Modern table. Outside table. Round table. And a table. Bingo. Let's go steal that lamp again. This is the third time today I've stolen this lamp. Right, let's see which texture map I need for this bad boy. Great. Let's grab this picture. The square picture frame. God damn it. That's what we want. Eat, breathe, sleep, rotted. So the old house, it's just a house. What would Isaac say about that? About stealing a lamp? I wonder if Source Filmmaker would actually be good if they updated Source 2. I've never used Source Filmmaker personally. Remember, I wasn't trying to be an animator here. Just kind of, it found me. Look at that. And while we're here, we'll frame the original less is more poster because we need another picture up here anyways. Duplicate. Okay, now let me find this original less is more poster. Routed. Less is more. 4. Nope. Shorts. More. That's it. Cover. What's happening? We're putting pictures out there. Um, Rotted Skibby Toilet Meat Can. Who makes the Barbarian cartoon shorts? Bagpipe Banshee. Probably the best channel on YouTube for that kind of stuff. Channels. Thanks, man. I'm honored to be included. Um, so many animators out there dying for relevancy, and he's like, oh, it happens. Accidentally becomes viral. Oop. Because I mean, honestly, like, yeah, I made this Kibusi video, and then the rest is history. That I I mean, in all honesty, I made the first video because I saw someone doing a video with like the tool set I understand, and it had like 5,000 views, and I was like, oh, 5,000 views on YouTube? I can do that. And then I made the Skibussy video and it got like, we know how that went. So yeah, that's literally exactly what happened. I think if you try to be successful on the internet, you'll focus too much on what you're trying to say to the point that you won't say anything, rather than if you're just trying to say something, you'll find a way to say it. You know? I saw your videos. I saw your videos through TikTok, so you're forever linked to TikTok in my brain. Yeah, it happens. TikTok is an interesting place. I'll leave it at that. I don't like. What does it mean to have a follower on TikTok? Nothing. Like you can't really like you can go on live on TikTok, but you can't like have like community on TikTok. And I think that's the thing that's the most exciting. Like the fact that like Furious is hanging out here and Zach's here and Venomander's here. Like that like PDS. I don't know if I saw you around in more Prime much, but like man, like welcome. Like this is kind of what it's about. It's about like hanging out and just like making shit together and chilling. Mr. Johnson, yeah, dude, like that's spicy in the Discord. Like we have a Discord. You guys should join it. We literally just hang out. We just talk shop, do random shit, and then y'all hear about what's happening with the projects that we're all working on. I mean, the thing is like that I don't understand about TikTok is that like it doesn't really incentivize community, but at the end of the day, like you guys think the stuff that we're doing is funny, we think the stuff we're doing is funny, therefore like it makes sense to like have community spaces where we're gonna all chill because we're all laughing at the same shit. Whereas on TikTok it's just like, oh, you saw a video? Okay, we might show you another one, you know? Um, rotted, rotted, less is more, decor, textures. Nothing tastes like nothing. And bada bang! Look at that. We're decorating, guys. It's happening. I'll put the lamp on this side. I feel like it makes no sense over there. It's like too crowded. This shit. And over time, season 30 of Less is More is gonna be crazy. Can you imagine how many pictures we're gonna have in this fucking house? Crazy. But yeah. This is what we made today. This is what we put up today, thanks to those that recommended. There will eventually be a flank picture somewhere. This is the old house. And this is the new house. I redesigned it because I wanted it to be more open. So like I can have a shot of this and someone's over there, or I can have a shot over here and someone's over, just more sitcom-y. But yeah, the classic, the current. Look, it's telling a story. They lived here. This is their move out day. This is their move in day. Lore? But yeah, I mean, if you guys people have been downloading the pictures and hanging them on their fridge, which I think is really cool. If you guys want access to this picture, there's a Patreon linked above for $5 a month. You can support what we're doing here. You can get a 4K digital download of this picture to do whatever the fuck you want with. Plainly, $10 a month to get you producer credit in the actual YouTube videos that come out, like the pilot, and $50 a month get you featured in the actual episode, which I just finished all of the features. Shout out to those that wanted to be labeled as sex offenders. You know, but yeah, I mean that's closed down for the pilot, but it's as soon as the payments roll through for next month, it'll be reopened for episode 2 of the season. In which case we'll be finding all new ways to integrate people. But yeah, this is it. Oh, also I don't know what you guys think about this, but like, where is it? Where is it? I have this. Like I got this for myself. Let me see if I can frame it up right. Um, we're thinking about doing like another tier to the Patreon that gets like shit sent to them. Um, like maybe like a Christmas card. Just you know, if people want to feel included, if people want to be included, they can feel included. Because we're making shit for ourselves. And if you guys want it too, you can always do that. But yeah, like I made this for myself. Um, it's just a fucking leather binder that has like the script in it for the pilot, and I use this for reference as I'm like working on it. Um, and then obviously has all my notes and stuff. I'm thinking about like if people want it, like making like a higher tier on Patreon that's like Christmas cards, random shit. Like we'll send you like a script and like a binder for like safekeeping, like memories, you know, memorabilia. We'll all sign it and stuff. I don't know. Just something to think about if people want it. I don't want to like go through the effort of like making the whole tier and like setting up the logistics for getting this shit made. But unless people want it, but I'm definitely down to make it if people do. I don't know. But yeah, that's it from me. I'm going to this entire series punches down at what demographic you're okay with. Yeah, what's up, Robert? I'm going to head out. Things look like they're getting pretty spicy in the chat, which you know, uh, but I'm hungry. My parents are in town. We made a picture. I'll post it on Saturday. It'll be on the Patreon tomorrow. Um, yeah. Thanks y'all for jumping in. If you're interested in that idea for like a higher Patreon tier that's like Christmas cards and shit like that, let me know. I'll work on putting it together and I'll talk to Cooper and Cole about it and we'll figure out how much like it'll cost us to do in the first place, which will definitely not be cheap, unfortunately. But you know, every as much as we can get done to have everyone be able to feel like they're a part of this community, because this is more than just Cole Cooper and I. This is you guys too. But yeah, have a good night, everyone. I'll see you. Uh, last time I left and said had a classic. I said have a classic, and Cole made fun of me, and Venomander beat me to it. But have a classic.